Hi everyone, this is Helena Summer and welcome to your European Secrets webinar. So many of us here already have an accent, already probably have experience with something that is non-American. And in this webinar, you will actually learn what, in this case, European means. It doesn't mean from Europe. It means from old, organic Europe, comparing old organic recipes versus modern McDonald's, quick fast food, and what effect these have on our health and our love life if we want a fast food love, and what happens if we want organic, real healthy food, real healthy love. So I will share with you those secrets, and I will actually spend now a few minutes talking a little bit about myself so you know who I am if you don't already know, and then we will spend majority of time on one problem and three solutions to that one problem. You probably have experienced that one problem in your life, and these three solutions will very easily open your mind, open your heart, and get you to some place of hope and inner confidence. You will believe to feel more open. I will also promise to you now that by the end, before we end, I will cover as much as I can now, and before we end, I will share with you how can you take it further and make it more meaningful to your personal life. And then we have time for personal Q&A. Write your own personal situations if you want to share anything, questions about what we spoke, it will be addressed at the end. Please, I would ask you for some time to remove these distractions. Our webinar will go for about an hour because I want to honor your time. My goal is actually to go for about 45 minutes and then a few questions. So I don't want to keep you over. I know you are busy and I'm very grateful for time you're giving me. So you want to know who I am, right? If you already don't know. I have been in a personal development field since I was 15 years old. And everything about love, relationships, how mind works, the power of inner subconscious. I studied with world famous experts, everything from emotional freedom techniques, NLP. I studied with Dr. Gottman, Alison Armstrong, Cindy Lou, Pat Allen. I studied with Gary Craig, and I actually feel that my life is pretty cool. And all that I said sounds wow, right? Now I'll tell you the real truth behind the credentials. The real truth is that I entered a personal development field at the age of 15 because there was war in my country. I was 15 years old when my twin sister and I were separated. My brother was on front line. My grandma's house was bombed and my best friend died. I have faced so much misery and disaster that I didn't have nothing to live for in this world. Because imagine you can see the world, everything you know can be destroyed with one bomb. The houses, the streets, the bridges, the villages burning, people you love. So I didn't really have much of a faith in this world. So I prayed to God for peace. You know the saying, if your faith is the size of mustard seed, you can move the mountains. Have you heard of that saying? Yeah? So there is also a saying, if I thought my faith is the size of 2 mustard seeds, I can stop the war. And I couldn't. Therefore, at the age of 15, I walked away from a refugee camp and I became a nun. I devoted my life to a life of celibacy, simplicity, and poverty for the purification, in exchange of my hope, right? To purify my heart so God can hear my prayer and I can do something meaningful. higher than myself. And of course, you know, it didn't happen that way. I got married in an arranged marriage to a former priest. And that was a wonderful, sweet relationship. We are still very good friends. Uh, but I was actually married and divorced before I even had a first date. Yes. And then when I was divorced, I found myself with being 30 years old and had never been on a date in my life, have no clue about dating, and already felt used like a damaged goods because I was old and I don't know anything about dating. I shaved my legs first time when I was 26. So I went on a journey to date men, to learn how to appreciate them, how to love them, how to respect them. And I went on dates with more than 500 different men. Some of them I was very upfront with, hey, I'm researching. I need to learn. I would ask them questions. With some of them, I really felt chemistry and I really wanted to, see where we can go. Made million mistakes. And therefore, I'm here with you so you don't have to make all these mistakes. I'm here with you so you don't have to date 500 men unless you really want to, which is fun by itself. So today we will talk about what I call organic attraction, not GMO, not what magazines tell you, organic with heart-to-heart attraction that will really help you feel more confident dating. You will have foundation to make important changes in your dating profile. Hold on, am I recording this? Oh yes, good. Just to make sure. You will also begin to see that there is a path, clear path for you to become the you man adore. Or for a man case, to become the man woman really feel attracted to. Not just, okay, but wow, I feel safe with him. I like him. I feel turned on. You will also begin to recognize your value in dating world. This is one of the hugely most important things. When we start dating, we come either from, I'm bored from all these years of being single, or we come from the place of, I'm freshly single, and we bring into dating world our doubts. We see and count our weaknesses, not our values. One of the examples of that, very clear example, was me. As I said, I felt damaged goods because I was already, used. I slept with somebody, God forbid, right? I was not virgin anymore. But that's my mental weakness. I really thought you have to be pure. And my client, for example, Karen, she was 58 years old when we started working. And she said that she had mastectomy. And because of that, she felt her love life, her sex life is over. Who would ever want to be with a woman who is lacking one breast? She had a reconstruction work done, but she had tons of scars and she really felt weak from all this chemotherapy for years and years. And she felt she can never date. Her life is over. She closed it. 8 years ago was the last time she was with a man, and it's over. She focused on her weakness. In our work together, I helped her pull out her value, her strengths. And she recognized herself as a valuable woman. Today, she's having a lot of fun dating. Actually, there is a video of her. I will send you a link later that you can go and see how she talks about her dating experience and her breast cancer situation. And she glows. She's so attractive and so beautiful. And men find her very, very attractive. But only after we did some shifts in her profile and positioned her in a way that she can see herself from a position of value. Make sense? Is this so far valuable to you, my dear people, my dear friends? Yes? Okay, great. So next thing what we want to do is I want to make sure that this is for you. If you have been dating for a while with no luck, welcome. This is great. We're going to help you. If you are maybe new to online dating, welcome. We can help you here too. If you have been hurt in the past, physically, mentally, somebody left you, somebody hurt you by saying negative words, or any damage that you feel is happened to your heart and your mind, and you feel like you need help to even find yourself before you go online dating, or as you are online dating to do parallel, this is so wonderful. I'm so happy to have you here, and I promise to take care of your heart to make sure you don't feel abused or hurt. And also, if you're super busy, don't have time, you're so busy, you cannot find anyone, there is no time to waste with all these men. I'll tell you a story about Elise. She and I had only few sessions, maybe 2 or 3. And she has, I'm not sure, does she have 1 older child and 4 younger ones, or 1 older and 3 younger ones? But this is a woman of lots of children. She is single mom of many, and she is busy. 3 weeks ago, she posted on my Facebook, big, thank you so much. I'm in a relationship with him. I would never believe it would happen so well. We are great together. So even if you're a mother of many children and single and busy, do not fear. You are in a good place. We can make things happen. So my dear, I will also at the end give you how we can spend our time best together. We have short time now, and I want to jump into content right away, but I promise you're going to not be left alone. Like I want more, I'll show you how to find more. Okay? So now, let's talk about the fact, what people say, how American men prefer European women, or they prefer Asian or non-American. Is that true? Is that really so? And if it is, what's really going on? I personally hear that a lot. I hear it from American women who say, oh, in Hawaii, I lived in Hawaii 11 years. So in Hawaii, it's called Asian sensation. They just want Asians. Then here, I'm now in Texas. Oh, you have an accent. Oh, like women take me like I'm a threat to their marriage. And when I tell them what I do and about my husband, they open up and they say, oh, I know American men want European women. They like them better. Do we as European women have some magical power? No. And if you are European, you wonder, I don't have any magical power. We don't. The point is, the difference is in culture and energy. And with the largest dating frustrations, based on difference in energy, we address those frustrations in a more elegant and classy way that opposite sex actually appreciates. So that is not where are you from blood. I didn't like men. I was afraid of them. I've been sexually insulted. And I know I put a big wall around me and men. I put a tattoo, look what you can't have, don't touch me. So it's not about that I knew that before. My mother didn't know. I could not learn from her. She's European. I could not learn. I learned from my grandmother. And just a few years ago, before she just passed on, I think she was in her late 80s when she taught me that. She passed at 93. She saw me grumping around. Man this, man that. And she said, what kind of man will want a woman with this attitude? And she helped me change me. And I'll get into this. So I will now share the 3 problems that we have when it comes to online dating. Actually, no, there is one problem. It's called men. One only problem, right, ladies? It's called men. And a man, one problem, it's called woman, right? But there are three aspects, three situations in which that problem occurs to us in a way that it weakens us and we cannot express ourselves in our pure power. First situation that appears with that problem called man is they are uneventful, they are boring, they are nothing special, they are nice guys, they don't turn us on, they are just okay, right? Second problem that we face with men is men just want one thing. They just want to sneak into my bed. First thing, they want to hook up, they want to send me dick pictures, all of these inappropriate things. That's a big problem, right, ladies? And a third situation that occurs is he's the right guy, I like him, everything is good, but he cannot commit. So they are either too wimpy, too nothing special, or they just want one thing, or they are okay, but they cannot commit. We've been together 4 years, never engaged, and then when I presented engagement, he left. He chickened out from commitment, right? So this will be here. I will tell you how European ladies deal with that without really being European. It's not about Europe. It's not about a country. What I'm talking is old Europe, old, organic, natural, healthy food. I'm not talking about new, beautiful apples, GMO, they look fancy. You cut in half, they never get brown, they never rot. The worm would never want to eat that apple. It's too plastic, it's too fake, it's too organized. Oh, Oprah Magazine said that, let me do it. So you shut down your soul and you just become that GMO. European, what I talk about European attitude is my grandmother. The real natural you that comes out to bring so much juice that is really irresistible to men. Sounds good? Okay, so it's not about where the woman is from, it's how she uses her power. And my dear ladies and gentlemen, we all have a lot of power, right? We have so much power, but when we don't know, you're about to uncover it. So, frustration number one, meeting uneventful regular men. What do we do with them? They are nice, polite, they have no direction. They tell us, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want me to wear? They are asking us for lead. And in some way, they are intimidated by you, right? When it comes to online dating, they check your profile million times. You see it, you get notification, but they don't email, they don't approach, they don't connect. And if they do, they say, hi, I like your pictures. I think you are beautiful. I think we have a lot in common. And then they copy paste something long after. And you feel there is no soul, it's fake. You feel it's a numbers game, right? But that's about it. That's their way of approaching. Or if you can get to a date, you have one date and then they disappear and they are gone. Just feels like they don't exist, right? It feels really weak. It happened to me many, many times. And my before solution, my junk food, non-organic solution to that was to delete, next, dump him, talk to my girlfriends about how it's terrible, all men are wimpy, they are terrible, they are just nice guys, or talk about them with compassion. Oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, what do I do? Maybe that's the best I can have. Settle for him, right? And brings to that weak, victimy, kind of sad energy. And it doesn't feel right. So that was my solution before, right? I would just weaken and either delete them or settle. And it appears that it's not about me. There is no solution anyway, right? So I cannot do nothing. They are the problem. They are too weak. They are too nice. They are too whatever. No, my dear ladies, my grandmother taught me the power of organic woman. What we do with her secret, before she lived her secret, of course, she kicked my butt. She said, it's you. I said, it's not me, Grandma. They do nothing. It's not me. They do nothing. And she said, first to tell you, my profile looked something like this. I did this and that in my life. I'm doing this and that professionally. I travel here and there. I speak so many languages. I had a really great husband who, whatever, blah, blah story about him. And I want such and such man. So for serious relationship, if you don't want serious, back off. And sounds honest, right? Sounds real. It's really truth. I've been here and there. I am this and that. And if you don't want serious, get away. It's really honest. But it's so fake because it didn't show my soul. And I didn't even see that until my grandma said, right? So your profile is extension of you, of your energy. I was bitter, I was angry, I was flat, and I presented this in an honest way. And profile showed it. It didn't show my soul. It didn't show who I am as a woman, how ladylike I can be, how wonderful I am. No, I was very honest in the way that I needed to be to protect myself, right? So, of course, my grandma didn't read my profile, right? She was playing on iPad, but she doesn't know about technology and things like that. So we talked about life and about love. And she told me the European secret. She said, when man is weak, you go soft. But when men would be weak, I would go strong to, come on, man up. She said, no, when men are weak, you go soft. Be soft. That was her first secret. Learn how to be soft. And this is the example of an exercise. So my dear ladies, those of you who are not on the phone, who can see me, please hold your hands like this. Hold your neck with your hands, with both hands. And now try to move your head without moving your neck. Try to move your head all the way to the left and all the way to the right, but don't move your neck. I can't do it, can you? No, right? So look at this. Move now. All the way you can move your head any direction because you're moving your neck. That's what my grandma said. Man is a head, woman is a neck. You have the power. What you want to do, if you want your relationship to go, your dating experience to go weaker, nice guys weak, you do it. If you want it to be stronger, you do it. It's up to you. You as a woman, you have the power. Make sense? You see, my man here is nodding. He knows it's true. We have the power, but we are powerless. Oh, he's so nice. I don't know what to do. I have to settle. No, my dear ladies. Secret number one, be soft. By knowing that you are the neck, you move. Men respond to you. Head responds to neck. Neck wants to go here. Head has no choice. Hell has no choice. I cannot move my neck here and my head there. No way. Men have no choice. They will follow you, darling. They will. So if you don't know who you are, if you don't use any of your powers, naturally you will have men in your world to be weak. And if you use your power too much, that's a second problem. We'll get there. So let's stay on the first one. So what to do? Before, my response would be next, delete, blah, 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 bitch to my girlfriends, be frustrated. After, my grandma told me the secret. You can use your pen and paper and write this down so you can apply this in your profile if you want it to be effective. When I want men to ask me out, they check my profile, they don't say nothing, right? And I want them to engage, I want them to email. Instead of deleting, a woman becomes soft, which means receptive. And it sounds like this, somewhere in your profile, right? I would love it if you ask me out. Or I wrote this on my profile, said, I don't know what to do with winks and likes, but if you write a thoughtful email, you will definitely, capital letters, get a thoughtful response. Even though I know they respond to me, I said I will respond to you because they think I'm ahead, but they know you are. So they responded to me when I said, you will get, if you write email, you will get response. They would write. Some men would write, I know I'm not a good match for you. You are too high for me, but I just want to tell you, this is the best profile I have ever seen. Because I went to that receptive state. I'd love it if you ask me out. I would be so happy to get a lovely email from you. It would make me really excited to something, let's say you post a picture and underneath a picture, it's in the nature. Picture you with the trees and say, I love nature. It would make me so happy if you ask me out for a hike. What would a man do? Instantly, neck would move that way. I mean, head would move, right? Men would say, oh, cool. That's how to get to her heart. Hey, girl, I have this hike here. It's really cool. It's close to everything. You want to go for a walk? Or there is this Central Park here for a first meeting, maybe to help you feel safer. Let's go there. If you tell him, I love this, they will respond, right? Your job is to soften up. They are weak, they don't have direction. You soften with your responsiveness. I mean, receptivity. You become receptive. Number 2, my dear, write this down too. If men are slow to move and, kind of don't do nothing, be patient. You are grounded. You have your little Mona Lisa smile. You're showing that where you go somewhere, where you are in a public, you don't walk around with your, how they call it, resting bitch face. I always look like this. No, make your smile. Show that you are patient, that you can just be here like Mona Lisa. Look at the picture of Mona Lisa. It's just so attractive because she exudes patience. Isn't she? She's just there. There's something about her, like you just want to get to know her. Mona Lisa, right? So learn that. Content, she's peaceful, she's grounded. That's patience. That's soft quality of a woman. That's so, so attractive. Yes, they will look at fake big quadruple D boobs and they will lust all over it, but they will be really inspired, ignited by the graciousness, peace, and content of patient Mona Lisa. Right? Number 3, my dear, show in your dating profile, in your dating world, that you are vulnerable. Your true words. Don't try to impress with your accomplishments like I did. My profile was, hey, I'm a dude. I've been here, I've been there, I speak languages, I'm a worldly woman, I'm so awesome, and you have bigger balls than me? That's what I did, right? I was not showing that I'm vulnerable. Vulnerability can sound something like this. Uh, um, Despite me playing tough at times or pretending that I'm tough at times, I'm actually, I get freaked out if I see cockroach in the same room with me. That shows, man, oh, I can protect her from cockroaches. And she has the real side of her, the soft, vulnerable side, admitting that she can sometimes pretend to be tough. So when he sees you and you go into your mode, he can say, oh, she's pretending that. I know inside she has more than just that mask, right? So my grandma expressed everything. My solution before was dump, delete, bitch to them, whatever, cry to your girlfriends. My solution after is be the flower. Vulnerable, to have a man to write you, be receptive. I'll be happy if you write. To have a man to protect you, be vulnerable. Oh, it's hard for me to admit that I'm really scared of mice. I am, long story, but maybe one day I'll tell you, right? If you want a man, if you want to inspire action in men, instead of, hey, loser, why you only say hi, write more? No, say there is nothing sexier than a man who knows what he wants and makes a plan for us, right? So to assure you have a second date, you can say something like, you make your first date short, affordable, timely, make it effective. Then they will want to see you again. Don't stay there forever. Leave at certain times so they can miss you. They can want to see you again. Make sense? So that was my after solution. It's really important for you to know weak, so to say, nice guys are here because they really care. They have been with too many women who were abused by men, who were mistreated, and they want to be your protective gentleman. And then they go a little bit too much on the polite side. Put them back into a man position by being soft, gentle, and kind in exactly the ways I described above. So before we go to solution number 2, do you have any questions about this so far? If you do, you can put it in your chat box. Or you have any expression of how is this helpful so far? And I'll take a sip of my tea. Okay, let's see. Okay, no questions so far. Very good. Let's go to a topic, solution, problem number 2 is, now you are all sweet and nice, and now you are a doormat. They are walking all over you. They only want one thing. Second date is, let's chill at my home with Netflix and popcorn. So I don't have to pay for dinner. I don't have to pay for movie. And you come to my home and you give me sex, right? We all know what that means. And we all get upset about it. Or late night booty call, like, hey, what you doing at 10:30 at night, right? Or in front of you, man is checking out other women, like, ooh, obviously, very strongly, right? Or they are critical about your style, about your clothes, about your house, about your habits. I even had a client who said she was on a second date, she was kissing with this man, and he said to her, no. On a second date, they were doing something else. And he said to her, the last time when we kissed, all I could think about was how your breath smells. Ouch. Right? I mean, even if this is I don't say this to my dog, when his breath smells, there is this politeness that is totally gone. And a woman who takes on those kind of words, or, oh, you want to wear this? Oh, you don't shave your legs? Or anything that men can give as a by comment, oh, I didn't really mean, it's not really so big deal. They can say those things and they can hurt us so deeply, really, really hurt our soul. And then what we do in our, and what I used to do too, in my before solution when I was GMO'd and junk food, when I was not yet organic, uh, I would explain, apologize, defend myself. I would teach, preach, bitch, complain. I would be like, well, you are awful too. Like this feisty, uh, grumpy, ineffective communication. Uh, or I would slam the door, or again, same problem from the first situation, settle. You settle for a nice guy, you settle for an abuser because you don't know what I'm going to teach you now. So, now in this case, what is really, really important, and what my grandma used to teach me, is you have to know, number one, to be soft. And you have to know, number two, to be strong. When to be soft and when to be strong. Being soft doesn't mean a doormat. On a scale of softness, on a scale of our right juiciness, can be doormat on one side and a ball buster dragon woman on the other side. We never want to go to either of these extremes. We want to have our strength here, somewhere in the center, and we want to be centered the most of the times. And then when we want to go softer, 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 we go there to increase that polarity, sexual attraction, that dynamics that is so really sexy and calls for intimacy. Or at times, when we need to be a little bit firmer and stronger, we go there. But we don't go all the way to the dragon side, because it makes us feel bad later. Makes us feel good at the moment. Ooh, I can, I'm a tough cookie. But later it makes us feel really bad. So what to do? Learn to say no. This is the most important job. I have a new client now whose homework is to send me every day a video of her saying no in different ways, at least 15 times. No, 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 thank you. No, no, She's sending me those videos because she cannot hear herself say no. And she ends up being like a doormat. So don't be anyone's mop. You're not going to just, clean after everyone. You have to learn how to say no. My grandma said the saying, it's his to ask and it's yours to say no. In Croatian sounds like this. Njegovo da pita, a tvoje da odbaciš. Right? So it's his job to ask. Of course he wants your piece of your booty. Of course you are sexy. It's his job to desire you. There is nothing wrong with that. Please, right? You don't want to be never sexually attractive to a man. But it's your job to put parameters. Head wants to see this and that. But neck says, we're not moving there. We're going here. Right? You are in charge, my dear sugar girl. So my after solution, first, right, as you know, just bitch, complain, fight with them. My after solution is be strong, but with clear boundaries, with very simple and effective no. I have a veto right. So depending on a level of a request, what man is asking for you, we use different level of boundary. We don't show up with a machine gun when he's just, accidentally stepping on your toe, right? But if he comes with a crazy idea to have a group sex with all of your children and you filming it, then you come with a machine gun, right? So we know the level of boundaries. Our no is our no, and then we express it in a different way. Most needed boundary level when it comes to beginning stages of dating is sex level, sex related, either for our intimacy or checking out other women. Uh, what turns off many women at the beginning is that looking after others. So I'm going to tell you what exactly to say. You want to hear it? Okay. So write this down, take your pen and paper. And if a man is checking out other women in front of you, instead of, right, being a dragon, or being a doormat and say, whatever, she's really nicer than me, I'm not good enough, I'm too fat. What you say is, yes, she is beautiful. And you have every right to look at other women because, ladies, he has right. It's not illegal. You cannot call police. Hey, he's looking at a woman. They will not arrest him for that. It's not a crime. So you say, yes, write this down. Yes, she's beautiful. And you have every right to look at other women. However, I'm feeling really uncomfortable about it. What do you think about not doing it in front of me? Do you feel this no? How it's clear and how it's honest and logical? Logically, he has right to do it. Logically, yes, she is beautiful. Not more beautiful than you. She's beautiful in her ways. You are beautiful in your ways. He has right. She is beautiful. Uh, uh, and you are uncomfortable. Instead of pretending you didn't see, instead of slapping him, instead of holding it in and getting sick next day, you say, I'm feeling uncomfortable, because that's true. And then you offer him what will work for you. What do you think about not doing this in front of me? Because you know he will look up later, right? It's impossible, even if he's your husband, to remove men's eyes from other women. That's their way of finding us attractive. Women, we listen to fall in love and they look. So it's with eyes and with ears. It's biology. So what do you think about not doing this in front of my eyes? This is a test. A gentleman will probably not even look, but a classier man would say, oops, okay, sure, and hold you closer to himself and really pay attention to you for the rest of the evening very well. A man who is just like, whatever, he would say, oh, yeah, sure, and keep looking. So men would say, why? What's your problem? Why are you so insecure? Why are you so needy? With their expression, they will show you who they are. So you don't lose anything by stepping up for yourself in such a classy and elegant way. Is that good? You find this well? Your job number one is to be soft. Number two, to be strong. Okay, we have a question here before we go to number three. It's just a question of good manners. I don't understand, Francois. If you can, I don't understand this. Ask again. It's just a question of good manners, isn't it? I don't get it. Anyway, let's go to number three. Number three secret today that you will learn. First, be soft, be strong, be real. This is the trickiest one for many. Be real is exactly what we are talking about. Organic, natural, real, powerful. And that's the most effective when we have a problem number three. They don't commit. Together, year 2, 3, 5, I want to get married and have babies. He's just not committing. Or breaking up off and on, nothing is happening. What's going on here? This is very frustrating. It can be heartbreaking for women because we attach so much when we are younger, especially women under 50 on estrogen and oxytocin will attach to even a loser just because we have sex with them and they tell us few sweet things. Biologically we get attached and we cry and we love them and we do whatever and they just walk away. So in this case, it can be very frustrating. And we can even solution for how to keep him, our GMO, junk food solution, can often be get frustrated, argue with him, try to get him pregnant, try to get yourself pregnant secretly, punish him, um, argue with him that you must be somebody else around, and all these toxic things. However, if we apply first two principles, be soft, know when to be soft, and know when to be strong, if we apply these two principles, they will have more desire to commit. Not more, way more desire to commit. Because you have positioned yourself properly. He knows how to play on your field. If I give you a football field without any boundaries, and I put a ping pong ball over there, and I put a baseball bat, and I give you a basketball hoop, what game you gonna play? No boundaries, no rules, how many players, how long, there is no clarity. Why would I commit to playing that? When you position yourself properly, this is a game of chess. Oh, this is a game of basketball. Oh, this is a hockey. They know what to do. You are the neck, my darling. You do this, not the head. So if you don't set that up, they don't see you as a marriage material. They never will. So in this case, your solution is be real. Be soft, be strong, be real. How to do that? My grandma used to say, you don't have to force a frog into the water. In Croatian, it sounds like teško žabu u vodu natjerat. The frog will go into the water. Prepare your water to be very frog attractive so frog can turn into a prince. So after solution is natural, organic, innate attraction that happens with people. It's divine order in life. It's homegrown food is healthy. Everyone knows junk food is not healthy, right? You can't change that. So yeah, if you position your profile, job of your profile is not to get you a husband. So don't scare your man away. Job of your profile is to get attention. Job of attention is to get your first email. Job of your first email is to get you a date. Job of your date is to get you more dates, and so on. We look next step ahead, not million years ahead. That's how it's not organic. If you position organically, the bud turns into flower, it turns into something weird, it turns into something that kind of looks like a cherry, and then later it turns into a green small cherry, and before you know, it's a fresh organic cherry, red on the tree. If you let your dating profile do that work for you based on first two principles that you set through your profile, the little scripts that I gave you, attraction will continue. For sure, guaranteed. You see that? You will be positioned yourself as a healthy, organic meal that they want to have. Junk food is just easy. It's right there, quick, $1 for a burger. Organic, healthy food, everyone knows it's better. Every man knows how to recognize junk food girl versus organic girl. Not everyone wants to do the work to get the organic girl. That organic girl doesn't want the junky one. Do you see how it works? It's about us, ladies and gentlemen. It's how we position ourselves and nothing else. So I will actually share the link to my videos to see how clients who took this organically really did it. For example, my client Danielle, she was single for 6 years. She was young, in 20s. For 6 years, and she believed love was a myth. She took my course. After that, 6 weeks later, she found her husband, right? So you have now learned these 3 secrets. Be soft. Men respond to you. Be soft. Be strong. Learn to how to say no. And be real. Organic attraction is here. So now the challenge is how to express that in our profile, how to express that in our dating. I have so many solutions, and I have worked with clients for years how to get them. I even have marriages and babies born from my work behind me. So I invite you to really open up your heart as well. Um, uh, One of the solutions is I want to get to know you. I want to really see how you feel. I want to know what are your personal challenges, because we all have different set of challenges. We are not from the same place, and I want to know where your heart is. So I invite you, all of you participants, as my free gift to you. Call me, contact me, let's talk. I want to see where you are. I will do my special customized love audit. I will audit your love life and your heart and see where are you, because some people don't have the same challenges. Some people are now in their spring of dating. Some people are in their winter of dating. Some people are in autumn, just reaping the results already, feeling super excited. So I want to get to know you. I want to know your heart and your soul. How does that sound? So you have, all of you have a free gift to come contact me, and we will schedule a date for your love audit, 30 minutes, free consultation, just you and I face to face like this, without all these other people around. Sounds good? Oh, okay, chat is coming. Thank you, Rose said. You are very welcome, dear. Okay, how long will it take to learn to be soft? Oh, or being soft is just a decision. Oh, great question. Okay, so this is how that works. We are sold a lie that confidence, be confident, do all of this stuff. Be soft, be strong. It's not, you born with that or not, it's a practice. You practice yoga. And today, oh, I'm stiff. Tomorrow, oh, it's a little easier. Next day, oh, I can do this, right? It's practicing. We will practice. Softness is something that we practice. So you see the nice guy and you are turned off. What do you do instead of just, oh gosh, you guys me nuts? You just take a breath. Okay, how do I be soft? What do I want? I'm a neck. Soft means I'm a neck. When the neck is stiff, when a woman is stiff, nothing goes anywhere. When the neck is stiff, don't, right? Look at Francois laughing his face off. Right? Stiff neck is a problem for everyone in the family. So you know, okay, be soft. How do I be soft? What is my goal here? Oh, hold on. My computer wants to restart. Don't. So in this case, I want him to what? To ask me out? To say hello? What do I want? You come from your place. How do I want him to respond? And then you move your neck that direction by writing those sentences that we said, or if it's in argument, when man starts arguing with us, we also tend to even be more argumentative. In that way, our softness, our strength is in a no, but our softness is in a similar, like he's looking at other women. Hey, you have every right to yell at me. You have every right to say that, but I'm really uncomfortable. I don't want to listen to this. You see, you have every right. You are cool, but now me, I don't want to listen to this. It's my no, my boundary. It's all of this work is not, it's in my no book, it's in my yes book, let me see how. It's not out of you, it's in you. So you learn step by step, first no, first yes, first smile, first Mona Lisa power, and then you start seeing, oh, I can combine them. I can combine this with that, and it starts feeling better and better. Does it answer your question, dear? Yes? Okay, so since we are not too many on the call, I will open this for more questions. Do you want me to open this call for questions, dear people? If you have any questions out loud, you are all unmuted. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, Francois, what do you think about what we talked today?
I really love your way of presenting things. Of course, is the feminine way of presenting things. I'm the only man on this broadcast. Yes.
So,
Yes, I'm the only man
yeah, I don't
right
know.
now.
There are some people who
Yes,
Z or something like that, so I don't know if they're female or male.
I think so. I think I'm the only man today. So, of course, my point of view is different in a way because
Because you don't meet men, you date women.
I date women of my age too, and of course, I will speak with you on the phone for a meeting on meeting you on the phone. And,
Thank you. Please contact me. But tell
yeah,
me this: when you are let's say you are polite with a woman,
yeah.
and she starts preaching and teaching and complaining, does that inspire you to ask her out again, or that?
Of course not. that's that's a big no-no for me.
Exactly. So, ladies, this is a real man. If
Yeah,
he goes in a gentleman mode and he doesn't know how to maybe step up for you the way you need, and you bitch and complain, he will back off. But
yeah.
if a woman would tell you, if you would see in a profile, a woman says, uh, um, next to her picture by the statue of some kind of horse. And she says, I've been in love with horses since I was a child. If you have any experience with horseback riding in the area, please contact me.
Yeah.
Would it be easier for you to contact her?
Of course. Yeah.
Ladies,
Yeah.
make it easy for your head to turn wherever you want.
Yeah.
Make a man work for
Yeah.
you. Okay, so this
Yeah.
is
Thank
it.
you.
If you have any other questions about these three topics, or you want to share your personal challenge, please let me know. Put in your ask, speak now, or forever hold your peace. And I would be very happy to talk with you in person. All of you are getting free, private, individuals, 30 minutes consultations with me. I would be happy to meet you face to face, to see your beautiful face, to hear your lovely voice. Email me, just reply to the email. If you don't have any email or don't know how to contact me, however you got in touch with this webinar, just follow through and let me know. I would love to be by your side and support you in your loving, beautiful love. Okay?
Thank you so much, Helena.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.